he kept giving all those excuses or reasons as to why he was angry or sad every day. Then his teacher told him something. He said, Akash, tell me something. If I give you 86,400 rupees, how much? 86,400 rupees. Will you have adequate money? Akash immediately replied, yes, that's quite some amount of money. Do you all agree, kids? If I give you all 86,400 rupees, is that a lot of money or is it less money?
Very much.
That's a lot. Okay, Amay, what do you think? That's good amount of money? Yes, Amay, is that good amount of money? Yes. Okay, Radha, what do you think?
That's a lot of.
That's a lot. Prisha, do you agree to that? And Riyansh, do you agree to that? 86,400 is good amount of money?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what the teacher told him. That if I give you 86,400 rupees, that's a lot of money. And Akash agreed, yes, that's a lot of money. And then the teacher said, if someone takes away 400 rupees from that, all right, you have 86,400, but someone says steals away or takes away forcibly 400 rupees from that, will you be sad? Will you become poorer? And Akash said no. Do you all agree? Will you all become poorer if someone takes away 400 from 86,400 if you have Radha?
No.
Madhvi says no. Radha says
400 is very less. So how?
very less. Okay. What Riyansh and Prisha, what do you have to say? If 400 rupees is taken, will you be sad, Varun?
So,
No, sir, we will not be sad.
Okay, Prisha will also not be sad. Varun will not be sad. Riyansh, what about you? Will you be sad if 400 is taken?
The person doesn't become poor, but he'll have less money than the before.
Correct. But that's like, is it a big amount or is it a very tiny amount from 86,400?
In front of 86,400, it is a small amount.
It's a very small amount, right? So that's what the teacher told Akash. And Akash said, yeah, I will not be sad because only 400 rupees is taken. So then the teacher told him that every day God gives you 86,400 seconds. In one day, 24 hours, there are 86,400 seconds. So if someone has a fight with you or an argument with you for 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 10 minutes, only 400 seconds or 500 seconds or 300 seconds are taken away. Why do you spoil the entire day brooding on that? And Akash was taken back. Teacher said, I repeat, when I gave you 86,400 rupees and out of that 400 was stolen away, you didn't feel sad. Akash said, yes, I didn't feel sad. Then when Lord gives you 86,400 seconds every day, and if you have an argument or a fight or something like that with anyone for 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes, why do you spend your entire day brooding about that? And Akash was like, yeah, absolutely right. So if we have a small part of our day which has something which didn't go as per our liking, we shouldn't spoil the rest of our day because time is limited, kids. We have only that much time every day and we cannot bring back time, right? What else did you learn from this story? And does it make sense? Did you use your calculator? 24 hours, how many seconds? Did anyone do that calculation?
No, sir.
Okay, if you do that calculation, you will know. Every day we get 86,400 seconds. And we have to make sure that we make the best out of it. And even if there's a little bit of gadbad in one day, it doesn't matter. We have to do and we have to use the rest of the day very beautifully. Yes, now we'll have Riyansh say something. Tell me, Riyansh, what do you understand from the story? What do you like from the story?
So So I like the part like when you just said like God gives us time, but it is limited. So we should give it in a good use.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Radha, you've raised your hand. Tell me,
Prabhuji,
Radha.
Prabhuji. Time is very precious. You can't
Time
get
is
back time.
very precious. Absolutely. Time is so precious. We have to make sure that we don't waste time, and particularly brooding about things which have already gone or which are beyond our control. We should not brood about that. All right. All of you all promise yourselves we will not brood about it and we will not waste time. It'll help you all a lot in life. All right. Now we move on to another story.
Prabhuji,
Yes, Madhvi, please tell me.
we should on something very little. We should that
You're on mute, Madhvi. Sorry, you're on mute. I can't hear you.
Prabhuji, when something happens which we did not thought, we should not get angry or sad.
Yes. So many a times, absolutely right, Madhvi. When things happen which are beyond our control, we should not really get angry about that. For example, Corona. All right. We are all living in a lockdown, Corona situation. It's beyond us, right? So it's no use getting angry about it at least. Instead, whatever time we have got, we have to make the best out of it and invest it in things that are helpful for us. And getting angry doesn't make any sense. Absolutely right, Madhuri. Wonderful. Okay, moving on to the next story. What do you all see on your screens?
Two frogs in
Two
milk.
frogs. Okay, so this story is of a milk factory. All right, you all know there's a factory where the milk is processed and then it gets packaged and it comes to us. So there was this huge factory, and it was a Sunday, so the factory was shut. And when the factory is shut, you generally have all these little frogs who play around, because the factories are normally set up in places which are a little away from the city, where there's a lot of greenery, and where there is greenery, there are a lot of grasshoppers, frogs, this, that, all such species are there. So these two frogs were there, and they happened to enter that milk factory on a holiday. And there was this huge barrel of milk, and which had somehow been left open, and there was milk in it, and they just landed up falling into that barrel. Now, it was a huge barrel with very steep walls. Walls, why I say walls? Because it was really steep. It's like a well, very steep and very deep for the frogs. So they fell inside the barrel. And when they were inside the barrel, they swam around for some time. But because I told you the walls of the barrel were so steep, they could not get out of the barrel. And they were trying and trying, but they could not get any grip. So it was vertical. When it's vertical, they cannot actually get a grip to move up the barrel. They would slide down into the milk. They would go up again. They would slide down into the milk. And there were two of them, and they landed up talking to themselves. It's like, boss, kya kare? Hum to mar jayenge idhar. What do we do over here? And the one guy said, relax, just keep trying. We will get out of this. And the other one said, boss, it's impossible. We've been trying for the last 2 hours. Nothing is happening. It's so steep, we can't climb up. And the other one still tells him that, look, don't panic. Okay, keep trying. And then for some time more, this one tries. And again, another hour passes, and he's actually getting so fagged out. He's like really tired. And he says, I don't think we'll get out. We're dead today. And the other frog keeps telling him, please keep trying. Don't give up. And this one says, no, I'm sure we're going to die today. The other one says, keep trying. Don't give up. And this one says, no, I can't swim anymore, and I'm drowning, and I'm drowning. And slowly, 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 he drowns in the barrel. And the other frog doesn't really give up. And he's keeping on flapping. He's flapping his legs. So it's nearly a couple of hours that he has flapped his legs. And after some time, what happens? What happens when you churn milk? Anyone knows what happens when you churn milk?
Butter comes.
Butter is formed, exactly. And butter is a solid substance, right? So that when the layer of butter was formed right below, his hind legs got the grip to take a leap and get out of the barrel. So he kept trying and trying and trying. Finally, the layer of butter was formed and he could actually leap out of the barrel. And he survived. And the other frog died. Simple story, but a lot of things we understand from this very basic story. Okay, Madhvi's hand is up. Yes,
We should never give up things.
we should never give up. Absolutely. Yes, Radha, you also wanted to say something. And Reyansh, you're next.
Like the frog just continued trying, he didn't fall down. So like the other one was saying, we will die, we will die. This is the last time of our, this is the last day of our life. So if we think that we are going to fail, you will actually fail. But you think when you think you will not fail, you will not fail.
Beautiful. I get your point. So it essentially one frog had negative thinking. The other one had positive thinking. Yeah? Yes, Reyansh, what do you have to say?
The first frog, which is telling that we are going to die, he did not have hope.
He
And
did
the
not have
second,
hope. Beautiful. Very good.
the second frog told him again and again to have hope and so that they could come out. But the other frog, he was so tired that he drowned inside. But the other one who had hope, the positive one, he came out.
Beautiful. Very
I,
well said. Very well said. So, as Madhvi said, one was determination, the second was positive thinking, and the third is not having negative thinking but having hope, as Reyansh rightly said. Okay? Determination in life, positive thinking. Always look at the positive side and don't give up. Always keep that hope. I can, I will. I can, I will. All right? Good. Should we move to the next story? All right. Let's move to the next
Yes.
one. Okay. What do you all see on the screen?
A picture of bamboos and they
Picture
wrote
of bamboo.
Chinese
Absolutely
bamboo.
right. Okay.
The
Now,
landlocked and very big trees.
very big trees. Okay. So this is a story of something which is known as a Chinese bamboo. All right. Or a bamboo, essentially. A lot of it is the name that is got is Chinese bamboo. So once it so happened that there was this farmer and he had this huge piece of land, and typically it was not growing the crops that he wanted to, so he decided to plant bamboos. All right, because bamboos are used for multiple construction purposes and other purposes. So he said it'll give me good returns on my investment on a land which is not giving me any other crop. Okay, so this farmer, he got some bamboo seeds and he planted it, and then he started watering it. So he watered it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and nothing was growing. But he kept watering 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, then the second year, but still there was nothing out of the soil. And then his neighbor, who was observing him, and he was also a farmer, he said, "Boss, what are you doing? What have you planted? अरे 2 साल हो गया कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा है." And that farmer said, "आएगा." And he kept watering that field where he had planted all those bamboos. All right. So then the third year also he went. 3 years have gone up, nothing seen, nothing. And then this neighbor came again to him. He said, "Boss, I'm your friend. I'm telling you, you're going to lose a lot of money. 3 years you haven't earned any money. Why are you doing this? Forget it, plant something else. Come to my farm, see what I've planted. And this farmer said, Aega. And then the fourth year, he kept watering. He kept watering. Fourth year also, nothing. Now imagine if for 4 years, if you do something and there is no output, how will you all feel, dear?
Sad.
You will feel
And
sad.
happy.
What other feelings will you all have? Varun, what will you feel for 4 years if you're doing something and there's no output?
Sir, I would means I would leave it, but then I also have a mango tree, so I don't leave on it. It grows bigger and bigger, so I put water in it.
Okay. Okay. So you will not be dejected? You will not be sad?
No, sir,
Okay, you will not be good.
because
So this
mango
farmer,
trees need time.
they need time. Okay, very good. So this farmer also, he said, no, I'm not going to give up. And he kept watering. So at the beginning of the fifth year, one small shoot came. Do you see on your screen, left-hand side? The small shoot? Only that came at the beginning of the fifth year. And then this neighbor came to him and he started laughing. Arey Baba, I told you, you wasted 5 years of your life. And look what has happened. And that farmer again just smiled and he says, I know, aega. And then that neighbor, farmer of his, he went away for a couple of months to another city for some work. And then when he came back after 9 months, after how many months? 9 months. 9 months. Sorry, not 9 months, 9 weeks. I'm so sorry. He came back after 9 weeks. All right. In the beginning of the fifth year, he saw only a small shoot and he came back after 9 weeks. And what did he see? Any guesses?
A whole forest of.
He saw a whole forest and the bamboos were 90 feet tall. The bamboos were 90 feet tall. Can you imagine? In 9 weeks that he was away, the bamboo shot up 90 feet and they earned him so much of money. 90 feet is a huge size, okay? And those bamboos gave the farmer so much of money that whatever the neighboring farmer had earned in 5 years, this farmer who planted the bamboo earned 3 times more money. This farmer earned 3 times more money than his neighbor farmer. And that neighbor farmer was actually surprised. He said, boss, what is this? And how did it grow so fast? So then the farmer explained that this is something known as a Chinese bamboo. It does not grow for the first 5 years, but after that, within a few weeks, it grows up to 100 feet tall. And that is when it fetches you great amount of money. And that neighbor understood that how wrong he was in being impatient and short-sighted. All right. Now, you tell me, if y'all were in his position, all right, would y'all really wait 5 years or would you say, forget it, Baba, let me plant something else? How? Like Varun said, he wouldn't be dejected. Who else would be dejected? Who else would be dejected? Who else would want to give up and say, forget it, I'll plant something else. This is so boring. Kuch ugta hi nahi hai, huh? Tell me.
Prabhuji, if I
So
like,
Radha says that she would give up.
Radha. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Fine. Yeah. Who's the next one? Madhavi is answering.
Prabhuji, if my mother tells me don't give up these things, I really don't feel like the other farmer.
Okay, if your mother tells you, but what will you want to do on your own without mama telling you?
Prabhuji, if I like some things and I think that I may be able to do this, then I don't give up things.
Okay, then you won't give up if you like something. So Rayan says he would not give up. He would try. Very good. Aditi says she's logged in late. She forgot about the session. Aditi, why did you forget about the session? It's every day 12 o'clock, my dear. But don't worry. I will send you a recording and you can hear this session. So don't worry. You've entered at a time where you didn't hear this story also. So either you can join it at 8 o'clock in the night. We're doing the same session again for the NRI audience. You can come back, or don't worry, I'll give you a recording. Okay. So coming back. Madhvi won't give up. Varun won't give up. Radha said she may give up. And Riyan says he won't give up. Very nice. Prisha, what about you? Prisha, are you there?
I was logged out the story, so I did not hear it.
Okay, Nishit has just entered. He logged in late. No problem, Nishit. We will give you a recording. Don't worry. We'll give you a recording of this. Amay, what would you do, my dear? Will you give up?
No, I won't give up.
Very nice. So tell me, kids, if you all don't give up, what else do you learn from the story? One is we should not give up. Second, what else do you learn from the story? Who would want to answer that?
When it's doing things, we should not give up.
You should not give up. Okay, that's one thing. Riyansh, you've raised your hand.
Prabhuji,
What did
I
you
said
say?
something else.
Sorry, Madhvi, what did you say?
Even if we get tired of doing something, we should not give up.
Very good. So no matter you're doing it for a long time and you're getting tired, but we should not give up. Very good. Very good. Riyansh, please tell me, you raised your hand.
Patience is the key to success.
Patience is the key to success. Beautiful. Very nice thought. Very nice thought. So not giving up, patience, and something else anyone would like to add to this? Okay, I'll tell you all something. Another thing that we learn from this is that every crop is different. Every crop takes different amount of time to grow. Same way, every person is also different. So you may see some children who in the beginning or the early years of their life are not performing as much or not good at learning. Never feel, or in case you're like that, don't feel dejected, because every person has their time. So don't be dejected. Everyone will get their time to grow. Like the bamboo didn't grow for 5 years, right? The bamboo didn't get dejected. The farmer didn't get dejected. Every person has his or her time. So don't be dejected. Have perseverance and growth will come to you. It's just that everyone is different. So everyone grows at a different pace. Okay. So in case you're not as good in something, or if you feel that you're a little slow in something, don't be dejected. Maybe it's not your time now. After some practice, after some learning, you'll be able to do it better. Okay.
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Please tell me, Madhi, what's your question?
How many bamboo trees were there?
Oh, it was a huge forest he had planted. There were like thousands of bamboo trees. And that is why his neighboring friend was wondering that such a big place and no return for 5 years. But ultimately, he got 3 times more money than his neighbor, because he had the perseverance, he had the patience, and he knew that different things grow at different time. All right. So these are the key stories for today, my kids. We just have about a minute left. If anyone has any other questions, you all can please tell me. I will be happy to take these questions. We just have